Okay, so like I said in the last video, this one's starting up and we're continuing the saga of Martincitopants in Minecraft, and we're just going to completely ignore what has recently come to light with Minecraft, because Microsoft has decided they're going to pull a Disney and be angry at the fact that people make fan content and they don't get a cut of it. But anyway, I'm not here to make I am not here to state full opinions about that. My mouth is going faster than my head again. Anyway, basically, to continue this from where it left off, the whole entire concept of where Martin is going is that he fell, to recap, basically, he and his buddies, after torturing themselves in hardcore Minecraft for like 5 days, 3 days, actually, no, it was like 4 days, and it took them 30 attempts, he basically fell, quote-unquote, into a Skyblock world. For those who may not know, a Skyblock is effectively a Minecraft mod where rather than a normal set of biome generation in the world, you basically spawn in like a single little block of grass blocks in a tree. It depends on the mod, actually. There's a few variants of Skyblock. Like, there's one block where it's only one block you routinely hit, and it cycles through various things. Skyblock is basically one of those Minecraft challenges, I said it in the previous video, where it's one of those hardcore challenges you really only undertake when you've been playing Minecraft for so long, you've just run out of normal ways to play the game. So, it's kind of one of those more hardcore challenges, and it takes a really long time to do. And we're about to see how Martin handles this kind of absolute nonsense that I have watched way more than a few too many videos on. So this should be a good way to get some plenty of commentary in, because I got some mechanical stuff I want to talk about too that Martin himself does explain, but hey, you know what, I'll go over my own takes. So let's catch up with our fluorescent frogman. I was about to say flogman. God damn my tongue. Hey there, Martin.
Again, I have a question for you. Can you beat Skyblock with one tree?
Well...
No chest, no water, no cobblestone generator. This was the quagmire I found.
Oh, okay, right. I think that is the normal Skyblock method. You start off with a chest to give you some items, and then it kind of gets you started so that way you can make a cobblestone generator to, like, get better stuff started alongside the tree. Taking that out, because, again, I don't play Skyblock, so I wouldn't know what the normal, like, routines for it are, but I assume that taking out that cobblestone generator effectively means you're kind of scrimping yourself. I was thinking of a word, scrimping, shorthanding yourself, whatever, pretty early in there, so that's obviously gonna matter a lot. So yeah, oh boy, we're starting off on a strong foot here.
Found myself in a few weeks ago. You see, last video I'd been having a wonderful time with my friends, where if any of us died, then we deleted the world and reset.
Yep.
After 30 resets, we reached the end where I was knocked into the air and killed by the dragon. Except I wasn't. The portal opened up beneath me and sent me here. To get back, all I have to do is beat Skyblock with one tree. And, like before, if I die, the world resets.
Oof.
So, let us begin. First things first.
Was that it? Okay, I know for a fact that had to be a Hannibal Buress clip, but what the fuck? Just munching a head of lettuce. Okay.
First, tree time.
Okay.
Now.
He started off with an acacia tree. Oh boy, that's gonna crimp him.
You might be wondering how I go about beating the game with this. Well, that's a great question. Technically, all we need are ender eyes. Then we can find the portal, open it, and kill the dragon. Ender pearls are easy enough to obtain, but blaze powder is fucked. We need blaze rods, which drop from blazes, which only spawn in the Nether, so we need to make a portal, which needs lava, so we need to make a lava farm, and it needs water, so we need to... Basically, it's a very long process, and it all begins with...
Okay, so let's put it this way. Imagine the amount of time and the hours it takes to do this stuff in a normal Minecraft world, you know, mining to the point you can find lava, so that way you can get the obsidian you need to make another portal, go to Nether, find a fortress, kill blazes, farm endermans so that way you can get ender pearls and then make eyes of ender, and then find the fortress. Pretty long process normally, but at least in that case you're in a normal world where you have access to all the resources you need to get to it within relatively decent reach. In Skyblock, that is not the case. You have to make do with whatever you get your hands on and pray for the best. And basically, the way you gotta do it is you basically have to know what kind of farms to make for various resources and items, or else you're just not gonna get anywhere. Like mob spawners, iron farms, villager farms, yada 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 yada. It's a way longer process in this case than it would be otherwise, and oh boy, you will certainly see.
Wood. With this,
Lots of
we need to build this, and then we need to wait for the sun to do this, and now we just need to kill a few skeletons.
And he's gonna die. Well,
Well, let's try that again. Cut down the tree, get a bit of wood, stick down the saplings, wait a few minutes, cut down more trees, plant more saplings, get more wood, build more platform, and, I think I'm forgetting something. Oh, yes.
oh no,
That's right.
the plush is back.
The new frog! It's been over a year since the last guy burst onto the scene. I thought I put him away with a few 50 cal Desert Eagle whales, but that just pissed him off. And now, he's back for blood. He
Oh,
wants
no.
to enter your walls? No. He wants to enter your skin. He wants to climb into your blood vessels. He is charging up the death laser. Oh god, no! What is he doing in Anaheim, California? Wait a minute. Disneyland. Oh god. The children. Oh god. Oh god. Do not lose sight of him. He is wearing camouflage. Whoops, I just lost sight of him. Oh god, where did he go? Not again.
Like I said, I like Martin's ads normally, they're always fun, but I love it when it's like, it's not an ad for some game or something, it's his own shit, and he just goes even more ham than usual. Oh god.
Once again, Makeshift gets it done with the highest quality plushies I've ever seen in my life. Embroidered eyes, shiny gold fabric, a beautiful, warm smile. Stomp him, grab him, shoot him with a gun. He still manages to maintain a jovial smile and can-do attitude. And now, he's angrier. Gentlemen, we need to sell a lot of these plushes. You must buy one. They ship all over the globe, even obscure, weird places like Michigan.
Oh god, Flint, Michigan, oh no. Oh no. Knowing Martin's frog, he could probably survive the Flint, Michigan water. Oh, those who don't know the meme about Flint, Michigan's tap water.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind, there it is. Flint water crisis. This is actually... okay, this is like a serious thing, but it has become a bit of a meme, because there are a lot of places in the US where their freaking water supply is very poor, to put it very simply. Like Flint water crisis, human-made public health crisis from April 2014 to 2016, involving the municipal water supply of Flint, Michigan. Tens of thousands of Flint residents were exposed to dangerous levels of lead, and outbreaks of Legionnaire disease killed at least 12 people and sickened dozens more. Well, no wonder it became a bit of a meme. Holy shit. Wow, that's bad. That's real bad. Somehow still not as worse as the incident that happened last year. I don't think it was in Michigan. I forget what state it was. Where a chemical tanker opened up in a lake, I think, and then they lit it on fire. Wasn't that Oklahoma? No, I don't think it was Oklahoma. I forgot what state it was, but yeah, that was nuts. That was stupid. That was weird. No way, it was a train, I think. Someone in the comments will probably correct me on that, who probably has the details or looks it up. I don't know. Anyway.
There is no excuse. Time is running out. This plush is only on sale for the next 28 days. Hurry up. Think fast. After 28 days have passed, he will be gone for good. And if I don't sell enough,
In the fucking
he will
fridge.
harm me. So please do it. There's a link in the description. And comment, please.
I hope y'all ordered enough of those plushes, because I don't think we want Martin to be killed by his own minion. Just saying.
Anyway. Okay. We're back. Killing them myself was rather stupid, so this time I made good use of my friend, Mr. Sun. Now,
Sun, sun, Mr. Golden Sun, kill my enemies. Oh, that's a fucking Team 4-Star reference, I think. I think they got the song from somewhere, but then they modified it for the frickin' Slug movie. Oh, jeez, DBZ Bridge, how I adore you.
we've got bones. Bones can be made into bone meal, and bone meal into grass. Grass can be made into seeds, seeds into wheat, and wheat into bread. Gentlemen,
Food.
food.
Sustenance acquired.
In fact, we were making decent progress. So, to continue expanding our wonderful island, I went back to the plantation and cut down more trees.
Oh. Damn. And there it goes again. Honestly, I cannot help but understand that pain. Thankfully, again, I don't play hardcore Minecraft, but like, dude, just when a creeper sneaks up on you and just blows up in your face while you're trying to do something, ugh, it's such a rough time. Made even worse in this case.
Okay, 2 trapdoors here should make me safe.
Should.
Hopefully. Alright,
Maybe.
got our bread, a nice tree farm, plenty of wood. What do we do from here? Well, I don't know, but this guy spawned around.
Oh, hey.
which is cool, I guess. He had a few things to offer me, none of which I could buy because my net worth was exactly 7 logs of wood. That didn't stop me from murdering his llamas and putting him in a box.
Okay.
He's gonna
Really, as a
despawn
form
very
of divine
quickly.
retribution, shortly after this, I was brutally attacked by phantoms.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Oh no.
I had decided on our next goal.
Okay, to give a bit of context for the mechanics there, phantoms are an enemy that spawns only if you haven't slept within like 3 in-game days. And I've actually had this happen too when I'm mining or stuff. Like, I'll just go for so long making my tunnels that by the time I'm done and I'm leaving my mine, I don't know how many in-game days it's actually been. And overhead, I just hear the sounds of phantoms flying about, ready to dive bomb my ass. And I'm just like, please go back to daytime so it turns away. This is why I've gotten into the habit of trying to make my mines where, like, I have a safe zone where I can put a bed. Just that way, like, if I need to, I can just freaking hit that in sleep, so that way I don't have to deal with that shit. It's a routine. Then again, I think that's just my general routine anyway with, like, mining is make little hubs of progress along the way with, like, chests and tables and shit. Because it means that you can go in so far and you have your little zones that you can just branch out from and whatnot. You know, make it more complicated and stupid as you go along.
Getting iron. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Oh.
Well, you obviously can't do it with a villager farm, so my assumption is mob farm of some kind. Again, we will explain it, but this is going to be a mob farm. This actually was something I didn't know you could do, so we'll let Martin explain it and I'll talk about it next.
Well, I'll tell you. The answer is zombies. That's right, zombies can drop iron, but only 0.4% of the time.
This is why I didn't know that, because it is a very rare drop, so I had no idea this was a thing that you could actually do and just have freaking iron just pop out of a zombie. I didn't know it was a thing they could drop, but apparently they can. So, thankfully Martin's going to do the math for us in terms of how many zombies you have to kill in order to get the amount of iron you need to make anything.
Which means to get enough iron for a pickaxe, we need to kill, on average, 750 zombies.
Ugh. That's a lot.
Now sure, this platform does spawn zombies, just not very many of them. But we can fix that. An interesting quirk of Minecraft spawning mechanics is that the lower you go down, the higher the spawn rates. Sorta. It's a bit more complicated than that, but for our purposes, that's good enough.
Now, all we need, go down, more mobs, very good. So that's all you need to know. All you need to know is the not complicated part. I'm pretty sure there's some complicated math algorithm behind it, but go down, more mobs, all we need.
So optimally, we want our spawning platform to be as low as possible to maximize mob spawning. Okay, so let's get down as low as possible and build a second platform. Just, well...
Oh boy.
Well, it looks like we have a bit of a problem.
You didn't have a bucket of water, so you don't have a way to make an impromptu elevator. Meaning you need to use some more complicated method to go down. This is gonna be funky as hell.
How do we go down? No, seriously. How do we go down? On a normal Skyblock map, all you need to go down is a bucket of water. But we don't have any water.
No.
Or any buckets.
No.
I sat and pondered. And then I thought of something truly remarkable.
Or I would call it, take an ender pearl, toss it, oh, the balls.
Using this incredible strategy, I had descended a whopping 12 blocks. I know. I would have loved to have gone further, but I was out of ender pearls, and ender pearls aren't exactly easy to come by.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, maybe
So...
laws.
Well,
You think?
said, once again, how do we go down? This left me stumped, so I did some high-impact going down research.
How to go down?
Trapdoors. Place 2 of them down like this, stand in between them, and close this one.
Again, this is another weird little bit of mechanical nonsense I didn't know that could actually happen, that if you stand between 2 trapdoors, it'll effectively set your character to being in a prone position. I didn't know you could do this. Again, I learned things watching this video for the first time that I did not know. Like the whole frickin' waterlogging thing that was in the other video that someone told me more about in the comments, which did correct me on that, by the way. Thank you for that correction. Basically, I was right on the whole thing that it's about a weird bit of the coding, but it's something that's in Java Edition instead of Bedrock, where basically it's some weird... I was right about it, it's some weird bit of the coding, but basically it's just like, yeah, the door's there, and it just makes air blocks, because technically speaking, it's not being waterlogged like it should. So this is just more mechanical weirdness.
You're now prone. Now that I'm prone, I'm short enough to place blocks on the underside of...
Oh my... Okay, hold up. Let me go back. I need to see that image of the frickin' prone. Of the frickin' prone guy in the frickin' menu. Hold up. Let me scroll back. That's funky as hell. That is 100% the fucking swimming animation pose, I think. Oh god, I didn't know that it would do that, though. That is funky as hell. I love it. Oh, that is actually amazing.
On the underside of this trapdoor, and voila.
Oh.
We have descended one singular block.
Oh, okay. The way I think this would work is because of the way, like, the block cell works, right? So a trapdoor technically takes up one block cell, right? So when you open and close it, it's technically taking up a whole block cell. There's just no collision, so to speak, quote unquote. So I get it. When you're prone like that, because of the fact the way the blocks collision cell, however, works when you're placing it, it'll place a block underneath the trapdoor, because effectively that space is taken up by that trapdoor. This is like the same trick for how, like, mob spawners work, right? Because basically, you can trick a mob into going to where the trapdoor is when you close it, because the mob believes that there's a solid block there, so it'll walk into it and then it'll feed it through the mob spawner. Though Mart actually uses a different kind of mob spawner that is probably way more efficient, to be totally honest, but we'll get there when we get there.
Now to do that, about 130 times.
Ugh. I mean, it works, I guess.
And here we are. That took fucking ages.
3 hours of building. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right for how this kind of stuff works in Minecraft. Accurate. Definitely accurate.
My first build down here was a spider farm. Spiders get string, make string into wool, and wool
Into bed.
into bed.
Finally, he can sleep.
Sleepy time. At the spider spawner, things were not working out how
Oh.
This was promising though. Clearly the spawn rates down here were very, very high.
Mm-hmm.
How high? Well, why don't we find out?
That high. And... Oh.
That's a lot of mobs. But there's a
no.
issue with this platform. It doesn't make iron.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's right. I have in fact just wasted a bunch of my time. The only way a zombie drops his iron is if I kill him myself. Killing them myself on this platform would be suicidal.
Yeah, no, don't do
What
that.
we really need is a way to funnel the zombies to a central killing chamber. We need
A mob
a
spawner.
mob farm.
E. From experience, that was probably like 2 hours at the very least. But also, this is a design I did not know about. Because I'm used to, like, the traditional mob farm, where it's like, you know, the 25 tall tower with the whole mob room around it. But this is an entirely new design I didn't know about until this video. So, you know. So that had to be, like, at least 2.5 hours.
Well, that took several hours. Now, you
Yeah.
may have a few questions, like, Mart, why is it made of stairs? Or Mart, why are mobs just walking into the drop chute? Or Mart,
He will
it's been
explain.
15 years, why is it taking you so long to get the milk?
This again, Mark, do you have some kind of weird backstory that you need to explain to us? Did you lose a frog child? Did you? You must have. Okay, he'll explain it, but effectively speaking, the way this kind of mob farm works that he built it is that it abuses the way mob tracking works, so, I'll let Mark go into the finer details.
Okay, sit down. If you're currently
Lesson
sitting,
10.
sit down more.
I mean, it's
Have you ever
slouch.
noticed that mobs in Minecraft just kind of wander around?
E.
This mechanic is rather incredibly named wandering, and it follows a very specific set of instructions. Firstly, wandering mobs need to be within 32 blocks of a player. Then, they search for a target block to wander towards. Once they pick their block, they find a path to it and walk off. But mobs can only target full blocks, like planks or logs, not stairs or slabs. Using some questionable aesthetic choices, I built the spawning platform, walls, and roof out of only stairs and slabs. When a mob spawns in, their only valid wandering target are these planks over here. With some trapdoors, you can trick them into thinking there's a way across, even though there's not.
So kind of like I explained, the more traditional mob spawner abuses the same kind of technique, though like, say, for example, so the way you would build a traditional mob spawner, at least nowadays, is you build the shaft out of blocks, and then the base of it is made out of slabs entirely, and then the walls are obviously blocks too, because you need them to be high. But because of that, effectively you end up making it where you can funnel the things around. Though, from what I can tell, with these stairs, it effectively means that the walls being made of stairs means that the mobs won't, like, target the wall blocks that you used and will just actually go directly to where you need them. So this... I see why this would probably be a lot more efficient.
And voila!
Ta-da!
Once they fall down the chute, they fall 23 blocks, removing all but 1 point of health, so I can kill them easily with a sword. This farm does, however, have a few flaws.
It's slow as hell.
It is horribly, painfully, terribly slow.
Yeah.
Iron with it, this design would simply not be sufficient. So how about we tear it down and make another one? And there we go.
That was, without a doubt, several more hours of building. Oh, jeez. Again, this is a design I didn't even know you could do. This is apparently a new design that he definitely cribbed from somebody else, so... It is a neat design, though. That's definitely way more efficient of a design. Though, I would probably make it out of stone instead of, like, wood. If only to make sure it doesn't burn down on accident.
Mob Farm version 2. Mob Farm V2 was significantly faster than Mob Farm V1. It uses my...
I will say, obviously, it's not like he can make it out of stone. He doesn't have a cobble generator yet.
A totally 100% original and not stolen design from Ilmago of YouTube channel Ilmago. It has a larger spawning area, central bait blocks, and 4 drop chutes. Even so, farming for iron was still very tedious.
Well, hey, it's kind of what you gotta deal with.
I got my first iron.
There it is.
The second, shortly after that, and then the third, and the fourth, a little after that.
This definitely would have been a lot slower because most of the time with a mob farm, what you want to do is you want to set up like a whole hopper system in the 4 blocks underneath the platforms that we could just kind of feed it into chests. Obviously, you can't do that because you need iron to make hoppers, and he doesn't have the iron right now. So yeah, you just kind of got to work it the way you can.
And then, we had 7 iron.
In
7
level 88.
for the most important item in the game. Pants, but upside down.
A cauldron.
So a cauldron. Why is a cauldron so important? When it rains, cauldrons very slowly fill up with water. Problem was, it wasn't raining. So, I did my civic duty and got to it.
Rain dance.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh.
Ah.
He slept through the thunderstorm. Okay, I'll explain this one. The reason why this didn't work and why you're going to see he didn't get any water is because if you go to sleep when it's a thunderstorm, it actually cancels the storm out, so the cauldrons wouldn't have had time to fill up with water.
And there's no water in the cauldron.
Yep.
I'm an idiot.
That's why you do not sleep through the thunderstorm.
Well, let's do something else. Animals. Very important for our progression and distinctly lacking in our Skyblock world. Animals only spawn on grass, but they can't spawn on our Sky Island grass because it's too close to 0-0, which means we gotta move it. My first attempt at relocating the grass was to try to get it to spread down the staircase naturally.
Oh, this is stupid.
That would take way
It's
too
gonna
long.
take so long.
This idea didn't work.
Yeah,
I
no.
waited over 20 minutes and the grass had only spread a few blocks.
Ugh.
Down the 130 plus block staircase would take literal days.
Yeah, no.
Well, how on earth are we going to do this? I could
Well-
kill zombies for a chance at a silk touch shovel, but I'd have to kill something like 15,000 zombies.
Ugh.
Nah, I didn't want to.
Yeah, no, I respect that. I totally respect not wanting to do that kind of grind. That would be painful. That would be nothing short of pain-inducing. Do not do that. Don't do that to yourself. Preserve your sanity. Get an Enderman.
And then, it hit me. Sure, I don't have silk touch, but I know someone who does. To get him, all I had to do was cover the mob spawning platform in boats.
And gentlemen, I present to you my pièce de résistance. My magnum opus, the greatest construction of all time. Just a bunch of boats.
Okay,
I love that he censors boats. Say it, you fucking coward. Fucking say it.
bear with me here. Once nighttime arrived, mobs began spawning on the platform, many of them spawning next to boats and immediately hopping in. Very good.
Okay, see, this is the thing I still don't get when it comes to mobs and boats, is the fact that you can use a boat to trap a mob and effectively transport it. And it kind of does effectively kind of, like, mess with their AI to the point it makes them, not passive, but really unable to retaliate. I still don't know how it works. I really don't know how it works.
Once I was satisfied I had the right guy, I
Got him! Get rid of all the ones that die in daytime.
Guy. So I hopped in his boat.
Oh my god!
Oh!
That was stupid.
That could have ended badly.
Next to the grass. Once in position, his obnoxious block-grabbing tendencies took a firm hold of him, compelling him with immense power to reach his arms out and pick up the grass.
Well, now you just gotta kill him.
Do was beat him to death with an axe.
No! Stop!
Well,
Oh no.
you have your fist.
Using this, I was able to build a small animal shelter at the bottom of the world. This bit of grass, while small, could produce a fair few animals down this low.
Now, quick bet. How do you think this is going to go wrong for Martin, and how do you think it's going to involve him having to do more work just to get the thing he wants to work right? If you haven't seen this video before, go into the comment, timestamp it, and tell me what you think is going to happen here. Most of you will probably guess it, but trust me. Oh, how it is painful. And it just causes him so much more trouble. But so take a guess now while I'm giving you the opportunity before we continue when he tells you himself.
In theory, anyway. In reality, it didn't do anything, but maybe I was just being impatient. So, that had taken me an hour or so, and it hadn't rained again. So, of course, I got to it.
You know, I'm pretty sure with the whole rain dead scene he's doing this because all he had to do was, like, actually just sit there and wait, so that's just
This
exactly
session of
it.
dancing yielded nothing.
Ugh.
Even more concerning, the grass spot still hadn't spawned a single animal. Something wasn't
Place
right.
your bets!
Check the F3 menu, and what do you know, this exact spot was in an ocean.
This is my face when biome ocean.
And that is why this has suddenly become so much worse for him. See, this is why the F3 menu is useful. Not only does it tell you your coordinates, but it also means you can tell what biome you're in if you're in a skyblock like this. The problem is that animals don't spawn in the ocean, obviously. This man is just having the worst luck.
Animals, can't spawn in oceans. So I went back up to the top, got another Enderman in a boat, positioned him appropriately, he did his thing, hacked him to death with an axe, scooped up the grass again, and moved it over here, into a not ocean biome. And a few minutes later.
Alright,
Oh.
sometimes. Cow.
And with that, back to it.
Brothers and sisters, gather for our Lord. Plead for his
Oh!
Oh Lord, deliver us, oh well. Rain, I ask of you. Rain!
Well, I mean, I guess that's one method.
As it still wasn't raining, I killed some more time with another silly project. It involved a lot of wood, and fences, and boats. And it was constructed like this. What was this silly new contraption? Well, it's an elevator.
Okay. I'll take time to go on another tangent and explain a bit of things, right? Okay. So basically, there's multiple ways to effectively make a sort of elevator in Minecraft. The main one I know of that a lot of people use is a water elevator, right? So basically, you gotta take, like, a magma block and something else, I forget, it's like a magma block and something else. You make two towers of water, and all of them have to be source blocks, right? So a bunch of water source blocks going up and down however far you need it, with a magma block, and then another one, because these will then generate a current, one which goes up, the other which pulls down. So effectively, you can use this to just make yourself an elevator, like in some kind of base or something like that, to quickly get yourself up and down some distance or another, or, you know, make an entire thing if you want to. That would actually be a pretty good way to, like, make, like, a multi-level underground base, now that I think about it. Just have, like, your multi-level mine or something, and then you just, like, have this giant elevator of water. I mean, it'd take a lot of blocks, but, I mean, at the least when you place water, every time you place it from a bucket, it just becomes a source block. So, yeah, that makes sense. But I didn't know until, again, I didn't know until this video that you can make an elevator with boats. Now, that is cool. The problem is, obviously, this is a one-way elevator, not a two-way elevator design. So, getting down is obviously the problem here, if you're trying to be fast about it. And Martin being Martin, obviously, he picked the most nerve-wracking way to do it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
For getting down quickly, I placed this single slime block.
Yeah, you might want to make that
Remember,
4.
If I die, all of this progress is lost. So it might be a good idea to think twice about. And he's jumped off.
I mean, at least it's precise, but...
Just. After all.
Dude, you could... Oh, boy, imagine the nerves. Like, you know, one death means you are absolutely screwed, and your fast-moving elevator idea is a single goddamn slime block. I would have at least made it like a freaking 3x3 square at the least. Do that. At least do a 3x3 square. Though maybe he didn't have enough slime or he just didn't think about that? I don't know.
All that, it still wasn't raining.
Ugh.
So, back to it.
Back to dancing.
Alright, you know what? If me doing a funky dance isn't gonna help, then I might as well prepare for when it does rain and make some more cauldrons.
Yeah, might as well. Oh, hey!
But it's raining.
Ah.
Yeah, it's not like that, it starts raining. Oh, what
Mongolian throat sitting.
Time, it actually rained. Now all I had to do was wait even more for the cauldrons to fill. So, really, nothing changed. I murdered even more mobs and
Might as
collected
well.
even more iron. This continued for a very long time.
Also gives you a lot of EXP.
Random stuff. It rained. I waited. The cauldrons didn't fill. It stopped raining. I killed more mobs. I got more iron. I made another cauldron. I got to it. Rinse and repeat. It took ages, but we did get there eventually.
Now, how big do you think the files were for this entire video, man? Like, seriously. I said it before, it's just like, imagine the file sizes of these videos. Like, one of my streams, because I record the streams as I do them to kind of have that as a backlog, like, a 2.5 hour stream, like my Kingdom Hearts 3 one, the first part, can be upwards of, like, depending on the quality, because obviously I stream in, like, 720p to try and save my internet, because I live in the middle of butt-fuck nowhere. Those files can still be upwards of, like, 6-7 gigabytes, and if I upscale it to 1080p like I do for, say, a clip video or something, or, okay, to put it this way, the file for the last reaction video to the previous one was, like, obviously that was, like, an hour 5 minutes. That, scaled up to 1080p, was, like, 9 gigabytes of video. Now, double, freaking a 1080p video file from, like, a 2.5 hour stream is fucking big. So, like, there's a reason why I tend to do this stuff in, like, 720 and then just upscale it with my editor. Oh boy, I need to get a better editing program, man. I am too broke, though. Like, I'm stuck using, like, Windows Movie Maker or freaking Clipchamp, which is, like, Microsoft's new main thing, because Movie Maker obviously is shit. Clipchamp isn't so bad, it just doesn't have a lot of tools that I can use. Anyway.
The 3 cauldrons had collected enough water for one source,
Oh.
allowing me to craft a bucket and
Yes.
scoop it up.
Oh, yeah.
Once I did that, I used the glass bottle to fill the cauldron again, and finally, infinite
Oh.
water. Like any good respecter of a chill time on the lake, my first project with this new water was a fishing pond.
Hey. Ah.
We fishing.
Okay, we've got our water. Next up, pigs.
Pig.
So why do we need pigs? Well, they're for our next big goal. Villages. To get villages, we need 3 things. A couple of zombie villages.
I'm just gonna say it. The realistic villager fucking flashbanged me. That's not a fun image in my head. Oh god damn it. I just noticed the freaking alert. Let me scroll up a little bit. Freaking alerts going off. Damn you, Samsa. Unshare. I should have just set that to freaking do not disturb. Not that it matters. There, funky things. There'll be no more surprise alerts while I'm recording the rest of this. No, I'm not gonna cut that out. That's funny. Okay. Anyway.
A golden apple,
Tastes like Minecraft.
and a weakness potion. I converted one of the shoots in the mob farm to this, which is just a really jank way of picking out specific mobs. Using it, I collected
Oh, it works.
zombie villages and stuck them in boats.
Yeah. Fucking stupid.
And I also collected a witch. You see, there's currently no way I can get my hands on a weakness potion. But if I make a witch angry, perhaps by, I don't know, punching them in the head, they have a chance of throwing one. And lastly, the golden apples. Originally, I thought this would be easy, since drowned have a chance of dropping gold.
Except not.
So I converted some zombies into drowned and killed them. A lot of them. No gold. Turns out they don't drop gold, and haven't for several years.
Oops.
Instead, they drop copper.
I mean, you could use that for
And
something.
this-
Oh, wait. Yep, nope. Okay, I will explain. And I saw another video of some guys, they actually predicted what he was going to do. But very simply, using copper, you can make a frickin' lightning rod. What he needs pigs for is what he needs the lightning rod for. Because anybody who knows your Minecraft mechanics knows that if pigs get hit by lightning, they turn into zombie pigmen. And, while drowned don't drop gold, zombie pigmen do. So obviously, because if you're going to make a golden apple, you need to be able to basically you need 8 bars of gold, and then an apple to go in the middle. So obviously the solution here is lightning rod, pigs, zombie pigman farm. There you go. Instant gold, basically. Of course, though, he'll get there when he gets there. But there is another obstacle. Remember how I mentioned that he has acacia trees? Acacia trees don't drop apples when you cut them down. This stumps Martin for quite a while in terms of his progress, and I felt so much pain for him when that part of the video, during the first time I watched it, it was... Ooh, boy.
Is where we go back to those pigs. During this whole process, I had been breeding a lot of pigs. So many pigs that they were starting to suffocate and die when I fed them. Perfect. Using some of the copper I'd collected from killing drowned, a lightning rod. Now all I had to do was wait for it to rain. So of course...
Got to it. Why does he have Mausina?
Fishing.
What the fuck? Hey!
These piglins had dropped a grand total of 51 nuggets and a bar of gold.
Nice.
Not enough for our golden apples, so of course,
Had to do it again.
did it again. And there we have it, boys. Enough gold.
Also a shitload of gold swords.
Villagers, here we come.
Okay, now here comes the problem.
Apples.
He doesn't have any.
No.
I checked literally every single chest I had. No apples. Yep, that's right. Acacia trees don't drop apples.
Oh my fucking. Bruh.
This and the entire saga, just to get the apples that he needs to make his villagers. It's gonna be a pretty decent chunk of the video. I'm just gonna warn that right now because the process is, oh boy, the pain. And keep in mind, this is on Skyblock, so there's already the fact you can't just roam around to find new trees. He started with acacia trees. He's stuck with acacia trees. He needs a wandering trader, and the one he had has despawned. And also, he needs emeralds. You see how the logistical problems of Skyblock are the reason why it's only a thing you would do when you're like some hardcore guy who knows all the tips and tricks. Because like, solutions that in normal Minecraft would be completely easy and understandable to do, like, oh, well, okay, I'm not near trees that drop apples. Let's just go to another biome, find some oak trees, cut them down, bada bing, bada boom, apples, we're all good. No. Here, the process now has to become, I didn't have the right tree, I need to find a wandering trader who sells the sapling I need. So for that, I need emeralds. But because I can't mine for emeralds, I need to make a way to farm emeralds by spawning animals. This Skyblock is just a complete logistical nightmare, and there is a very good reason why I'm probably never going to play it myself. I do not have the patience nor the mindset to just do all of this kind of shit, just to do things that would be infinitely easier in a normal game of Minecraft. I don't have the mind for it. Oh, God.
Well, this fucking sucks. There was a path forward. I needed someone special. I needed the wares of an elusive man.
And now let's see.
I needed a wandering trader. Remember the very start of the run when I trapped a wandering trader in a box?
He despawned.
Well, he despawned long ago, but
Yep.
he sold saplings. Not the right saplings, but saplings nonetheless. To get a wandering trader to spawn in, I could just wait around the base like normal. But most of the base is made of bottom slabs, so the actual area he can spawn on is very small. Instead, I decided on constructing a purpose-built platform for spawning traders. To build it, I drafted up some high-quality blueprints, which called for building said platform way up in the sky. For some reason, so I put the road elevator up as high as I could, and began work on the platform. And would you look at that? The platform's done. There's only one issue with this platform. Can you guess what it is?
Bottom slabs again.
Yes, that's right. All of these slabs are bottom slabs. It doesn't work.
Oh, God.
To made it spawnable, I built a small hut in the middle of the platform and stuck a bed inside. This is where I would hang out for the next several hours, just waiting around for our trader man to spawn.
Oh.
I forgot to sleep before mobs started spawning in, and came back to my PC only to be greeted with this.
Well, damn.
So I did what anyone would, sprinted to the edge of the platform, and, jumped off.
Oh.
Oh shit. Oh shit, no, no. Oh, no, no.
Oh.
No, 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 no. Oh.
Oh. Oh, God. Okay, I've watched this video at least a couple times over. Every time I have to see that jump, you can feel, it's just the anxiety. It induces anxiety, because, you know, if he missed, that's it. He's just dead, and he has to start all over from scratch. Oh, Martin, why do you do this to yourself? Why'd you have to do it in the most anxiety-inducing way?
Oh my god.
So, of course, more waiting. But I got lucky.
Oh.
Only after about 15 minutes, a trader spawned in. And even better, he was selling an oak sapling. There's a problem though.
You don't have emeralds.
I would have bought the sapling if I had any emeralds.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Oh
Yep, that's right. I had in fact forgotten that traders need emeralds.
Oh, man.
Man. And so, this presented us with another conundrum. How the fuck do we get...
Well, you see.
Well, I scoured the wiki. Trading, burn villages,
Nope.
mining,
Can't do that.
information like chest loot,
Yeah, no.
yep, can't do that, and finally, mob drops. Certain pillagers drop emeralds on death. Well, that looks like a pretty easy option. The only problem is these
need
pillagers
villagers.
don't spawn naturally. They only spawn in raids, and to get a raid,
You need
Yes.
villagers, so that's obviously a problem.
this left me completely stumped. For about 10 seconds, which is when I read the rest of the wiki and learned about foxes. Foxes have a 20% chance to spawn with an item in their mouth, and 5% of the time, that item is an emerald.
What? Why was footage of a cat hacking up? I could it was to make the point, but come on.
Doing some extreme ultra mathematics, we can figure out that on average, every 100 foxes will yield one single emerald.
Oh boy. How's this gonna get worse?
I think we have a new project. First of all, I had to find the closest biome where foxes can spawn. Aha!
Okay, let me go back. Let me look at that number. So that is 581.616.63.5 for coordinates. That is very far away.
Yes. This spot was over 2,000 blocks away, and to get there I'd have to build a bridge. So I got myself a lot of logs, made some slabs, and started the journey.
Oh god. That is absolutely what that was for him. Just sitting there in the dark, PC buzzing, clicking away for however long it took to make that bridge. Nah, I could not.
And I'm here. Well, that was extremely boring. Once on location, I began construction. Firstly, just a small platform as a proof of concept, and
The fucking
like
dancing
everything
boat.
else in this fucking playthrough, naturally, it didn't work. I sat there for ages and nothing spawned, except for like 15,000 mobs. Of course, I would work the first time. That would be ridiculous. It just has to drive me insane. It just later.
I feel bad because it's like it's not that he's technically doing anything wrong. It's just that the frickin' system is refusing to frickin' play play nice and actually be helpful to him. But hey, that's Skyblock! I'm never doing this. I'm just gonna keep reinforcing that. I am never putting myself through this.
I did manage to get it to work though. The fix? Well, all I had to do was go back to base and murder all my livestock. Yep. I don't know, it was something to do with passive mob caps and spawn chunks and some...
Complicated math that who cares?
Spawning platform, the unthinkable happened. It actually worked.
Yeah.
Fox! 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 Oh my god!
Use this platform to spawn...
Oh god, the Nintendo 64 Fox with the fucking hiya. Oh, that's good. That's a good one. Final destination, Fox only, no items. Meet me at 1v1.
And then I'd stab them to death and collect their drops. The problem with this approach was this. Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, they could spawn, but clearly they didn't like to very much. I think I should make a farm.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Foxes are attracted to chickens. They sprint towards them at high speed and kill them with their face. But
Oh, that's actually fun. Okay, that's actually fun that they have like that animation where they do the whole jump thing, because that is the thing foxes do when they like hunt. It's like it's the thing they do when they're digging. They'll basically leap up and then come on down. It's pretty cool.
here. And
Pretty cool.
Some trapdoors here.
Fucking the rapid fires, just the rapid fire, freaking Texas speech Spanish is so funny. It's so stupid.
This is the concept we're going to use for our farm. Have foxes run towards the chicken, fall into a water stream, and drop them to their death. Let's build the farm.
The problem is this is probably going to be really slow. Well,
With the farm built, it started working almost immediately. Of course, you wouldn't be able to tell because it was still a very slow piece of shit.
yeah, I'd imagine.
Probably since I had nowhere near enough iron for a hopper grid, so I just sort of stood there, underneath it, and waited. And waited. And wait a minute. What is it? Oh my
Oh, if only.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
If only.
Yeah, that just didn't happen.
If only.
But I wish it did. Sufficient time had passed.
Oh, I feel ya. If only. If only. God, I don't want to know how many hours this took of just sitting there watching it happen just to get 5 emeralds. Oh, God.
I had finally done it,
Oh my god.
and accumulated our 5 emeralds needed for a sapling.
Ah.
Apple,
Ah.
here we come. So I went back home and waited even longer at the Wandering Trader platform. This time, I wasn't so lucky. Hours upon hours of nothing. And a trader, I'd check his trades, they were shit, I would murder him in cold blood. Rinse and repeat. This, really, really sucked.
Oh, and all of this solely because he started with the wrong type of tree to make sure he could get apples easily and more effectively. Oh, boy. He's not even going to get the right type of tree, is he? No, he doesn't get the right type of tree. Again, I'm not even going to say it like I haven't seen this. He doesn't get the right type of tree. He gets a sapling that does produce apples. The problem is it has a quirk that makes it a problem. Oh, we'll get there, and I'll explain it. I mean, he explains it too, but I'll talk about it myself when he gets to that.
Many, many hours later, our guy finally appeared, selling us...
It's a dark oak sapling.
...that can drop apples. A dark oak sapling. I could barely contain my excitement.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to let this one play out.
Hours upon hours of work had led up to this moment, and it was finally here. I bought the sapling, placed it down, and bone mealed it. And bone mealed it. And bone mealed it.
What? 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 What?
Yes, that's right. Dark oak trees need 4 saplings in order to grow. And I had 1.
And this is why, again, I will iterate, I will never do Skyblock, because shit like this could happen. So, again, I don't know what it is with the dark oak trees. I think it's like dark oak trees and maybe jungle trees, I do think, that have thicker trunks when they grow, so they need more saplings. No, wait, no. Okay, let me actually look this up real quick. Okay, so, let's just look up Minecraft tree types. I need to put my glasses back on, goddammit, curse being nearsighted. Okay, so basically, let me just pull this up in the wiki. I'm pulling up the wiki and we'll talk about it right here. Basically. Okay, so, we have oak trees, right? You have small oaks, which are the normal ones that you usually find. You have large oaks. You have the swamp tree, which these ones only grow in water, so that's their thing, so, yeah. But, the funky thing is with swamp trees is they only grow in water, but you can't grow them yourself. There's birch trees, there's pine and spruce trees. Okay. So there's mega spruce trees, which have like a 2x30x2. Basically, they're pretty fucking big. Dark oak trees, as again, they have a 2x2 base. They mature the fastest and grow as high as 16 blocks, which are pretty good for farming wood. But the problem being that you had to do the aforementioned 2x2 little thing of dark oak saplings. These are the only trees that grow this way. Right? No, these are the only things that do that. So, azalea trees. Being added in 1.17, these trees spawns on the surface without trees. If you dig under it, its roots will lead you to the plush caves. Huh. I didn't know that. To keep that in mind. Azalea trees, huh? I'll just have to keep that in mind whenever I get back to playing Minecraft myself. Anyway, back to watching Mart torture himself. We got 10 more minutes. And we're almost an hour into the video, which is probably a good sign because I am talking.
Just... There we go.
Thank you. Oh.
Oh, yes.
Apples.
The two that he needed.
Oh my god. Apples. Yes. 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 Yes! We had finally acquired the missing piece. And so, of course, villager time.
Dude, the crunching. Okay, try to put yourself in Martin's shoes. You have spent countless hours trying to get this one tree that you need because, unfortunately, your Skyblock spawn didn't give you oak trees of some kind to use. You had to go through all of this just to get emeralds, just to spawn a trader that had the right sapling, just so you can make villagers again to make the last few farms you need to finish out the Skyblock. Holy shit. As I said, I am never doing a Skyblock game because I don't wish to torture myself. I am not that masochistic. Just no. I would rather do normal Minecraft stuff, build a base, make all the shit I need in it, and just carry on that way. So anyway, let's resume.
To begin villager time, I brought back the witch that I had banished to the naughty corner long ago, and with a lot of finagling, managed to get her to chuck a weakness potion onto the zombies.
Hell yeah!
This was after it poisoned me several times. Then I force-fed them the apple, drove the witch back into the naughty corner for safekeeping.
I guess.
And waited.
And... Boop. Yeah!
And there we go. I had finally done it.
Finally.
It was the old pig pen, where I placed down a few beds and threw bread at them until they...
Produce a child.
Oh. 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 Oh my... Oh. Oh my god. It's...
A fully clothed baby.
Fully clothed child. Curious.
Huh.
Now, to get more emeralds. The easiest method I could think of was to employ them as farmers and sell them carrots. So I employed them as farmers, gave myself carpal tunnel by farming carrots, and sold them to the villagers for great riches.
Stonks!
Back at the watering trader platform, I, waited even more.
Yeah.
And when the wandering traders did appear, I bought whatever I could. Anything and everything.
Nice.
Coral blocks? Fuck it, I'll take some.
Yeah, why not?
Dirt? Yes, please. Cactus. Don't mind
Sure.
if I do. Sugarcane. Yes. I had also begun work on the next farm. An iron farm.
Yeah.
This farm works by scaring the villagers here periodically with the presence of this zombie. Then, this trapdoor closes, they forget about him and go back to sleep, and 5 seconds later the trapdoor opens again, sending them in a frenzy, sprinting in every direction at once, and spawning in a golem for their protection. The golem spawns up here, falls into this water stream, and into this chute where he is killed by cramming with these 24 minecarts. My favourite part of this farm, however, is the boat clock. You see, I have very limited redstone components, so to make a clock I built a small track, filled it with water, and stuck a boat inside it. When this boat passes over these pressure plates, it activates them and triggers the trapdoor. Simply phenomenal.
See, that's one of the things with redstone that I think is really neat to do. People who like do shit with redstone in that kind of level of just weird fancy shit, honestly, I think is really cool. Just because it's like, you can make so many weird contraptions. The things people have made with redstone in Minecraft are honestly like stupid impressive to me. Because it's just like, it's so complicated and interesting. That's like, I'm glad they do it because I'm not smart enough for that. Or at least I don't have the patience to. So hey, I can just look at the things other people have done and then just reference it that way. And have it easy. And, just steal the good ideas that other people make and just do it that way. And have fun. And make it easy on myself so I don't have to suffer.
Next, a trading hall. So I built a trading hall. Filling it with villagers was tedious and painful, but once it was full, I could start cycling through all the various trades for my villagers. It took forever, like legitimately fucking ages to spend removing their workstation, waiting a second, putting it back down, checking their trade, seeing that their trade's a complete ass, removing Yidge. With these books, I enchanted some swag gear. I got some diamond tools, I made myself some armor. Finally, things were going well. And for our next project, we'd acquire some lava.
Okay,
So,
here comes the thing.
First things first, for acquiring some lava, I need to kill some pillagers. Don't worry. It'll all make sense soon. Using my, I found myself the bounding box for a pillager outpost. Building a spawn platform here would result in pillagers spawning. So I built a spawn platform here, and pillagers began spawning.
Hey.
I was looking for a banner carrier. Killing a banner carrier would give you the bad omen of...
Okay, hold up. That little freaking freaky sound, that was from the fucking Thornberries. That was a sound from fucking Nigel and the Thornberries, oh my god. That was like from the kid, I forget which one. God, that is funny.
Effect. The only problem is actually killing one without shooting it off the platform.
Yeah, that'd do
At the
it.
bad omen effect, I went back to base and to the simple setup that I'd built earlier. This villager and bed combo is all you need to start a raid, and raiders only spawn on full blocks. So with the rest of the platform made from half slabs, I had a safe area to attack from, and an unsafe area that they'd spawn on. And so, the raid began.
Oh, yeah, so epic. Oh.
Librarians, I had made the most ridiculous bow emeralds can buy.
Nice.
Made quick work of each raid. I had
Basically a 1911.
a little difficulty, but
Fuck, all my homies hate. Okay, I gotta see that meme. Okay, it's gonna be a bit if I frame by frame it, but whatever. Gotta see that. I gotta see that meme. Hold up.
ultimately, I had a little difficulty.
Fuck the sprites. All my homies hate the sprites.
But ultimately was victorious.
Yeah. Nice.
Beating a raid gives you the hero of the village effect.
God, my headset was acting up on me again for a second.
And with the hero of the village effect, trades with villagers become significantly cheaper, and
Nice.
villagers give you gifts. What does it do with lava? Toolsmiths. You see, I've been lying to you. You can't actually beat Minecraft with one tree, but you can get up to here. So here is where a little mod comes in. All the mod does is change the loot table from toolsmith villagers when they drop gifts. Normally, all they do is fill your inventory with useless shit tools, but with this mod, they have a very small chance of dropping lava buckets.
Okay, so it kind of does make sense that you probably wouldn't have been able to actually get too far with this, just because of the way that is. Like, yeah, no, that makes some sense. Because if you don't have access to lava blocks of some kind, that is kind of gonna hamstring what you need to do, because obviously you need to make obsidian in order to, you know, make another portal, which you need lava for.
Oh, there it is.
Finally, after all these hours,
Also, cobble
we could
generator.
make a cobblestone generator.
Yeah.
To get my
I love how this is normally one of the first things you build in a frickin' in a skyblock like this, but he's had to do this hours later purely because of the challenge he set up for himself.
myself more lava, I constructed a lava farm. This was great. Except I forgot one small detail. Lava, lights things on fire.
Yeah, it tends to do that. It does tend to do that. Also, I did not know you could use dripstone to make a lava farm. I'm keeping that in mind now. I'm gonna keep that in mind.
Shit. With a bit of time, the lava farm had produced lava. You know,
As it
like
is intended to do.
It had made enough lava, in fact, for a portal. And
Nice.
so begins our adventures in the Nether.
Oh boy. Okay. I'll take a moment and just say it now because, I mean, there's only like 4 minutes left in the video anyway. And the funny part about this is somehow the easiest part of this for Martin in the entire thing. The past 30-odd minutes has been the hardest part. This is somehow the easiest. I don't know how or why.
So, what were we doing in the Nether?
Well,
All I needed from the Nether
blaze rods.
were blaze rods. Which meant I had to find a Nether Fortress bounding box and build yet another spawning platform.
Yeah, that's about how it feels. That's probably about how that feels, having to do that repeatedly.
So I did exactly that. In fact, I was pretty lucky. The Nether Fortress bounding box was right there. It was really easy. Like, almost too easy. I shot a few blazes with my...
Dude, imagine having it be so bad for you that, like, when it gets easy like this, like, the bounding box was literally a stone's throw away. It's like, this is going a bit too well for me. It shouldn't be going this well.
bow, and in a few minutes, that was it.
Nice.
I had all the blaze rods. And so ends our adventures in the Nether.
Well,
Holy shit.
that was quick.
Day of Reckoning was fast approaching.
Make your ender eyes, buddy.
Ender eyes were made. Before
Nice.
going in, I wanted to be prepared. I leveled up my tools, my weaponsmiths, my armorers. I got the most ridiculous set of armor.
Oh my god. Okay, let me see those enchantments real quick. Let's see those enchantments on the armor, because I think it's all the same. Thorns 3, Feather Falling 4, Mending, Protection 4, and Unbreaking 3. That is absolutely fucking stupid.
The most ridiculous bow and the most ridiculous sword, and made
Nice.
the final preparations. I collected a bunch of wood for blocks, and I stole all my villagers' beds.
Why?
Through the first eye, and the search began.
There you go.
1,000 or so blocks later of just doing this,
Yeah,
there
that'd do
it
it.
was. I said my goodbyes to
Oh.
this terrible place I'd called home for the last several weeks, opened the portal, and jumped inside.
And there they go, to the end.
The end, like the rest of the world, was a cold, desolate void.
And then there's the dragon.
Me, the small platform of obsidian, the bedrock portal, and the dragon.
Okay, I find it kind of interesting then in this case, because obviously normally when you spawn in the end, and have to deal with the dragon, obviously you have like the obsidian towers with the beacons that will heal the dragon. But obviously this is frickin' Skyblock, so there are none of those. So, ironically, it actually kind of makes the fight a bit easier, because you don't have to deal with having to take out the stuff that heals the dragon in the process. You can just kind of fight it straight up. Granted, you do have to make your own platform, so there is that problem.
And so, the
But let's
fight
watch.
was on.
It's on, let's go! Oh boy. Oh, gotta get to that bedrock platform first. Okay. Whack it when you can. Ooh! Fuck you, Enderman!
Yes!
Oh. And now he gets to go back. And there he goes. I like how it swats him back to the gear he had last time. The iron and everything, instead of his absolutely cracked diamond. Woo! Round 2.
What? Ah, shit.
Hell, you're almost done, buddy.
Oh, he's coaching.
Oh, right. Okay, commentary, just quick commentary, even though it's like, literally the last minute of the video. Is the reason why I think you saw him batting at the fireballs is because if you time it right, you can actually basically play tennis with the Ender Dragon and knock the fireballs back at it. So, fun stuff to keep in mind for when you're doing this shit.
Hit his ass!
And they win.
Oh
Let's
my
go.
God.
Let's fucking go!
Everyone can save it.
No, no.
Oh, the bed. I will remind, if you put a bed in the end, same as another, if someone gets into it, it explodes. No.
No. We did it. We beat the game. And I'm sure many of you will be pleased to hear this. We beat up Steven. So,
Yeah, let's be real, he probably deserved it. Steven definitely deserved it after the shit he pulled.
thanks for watching. Buy the frog from the link in the pinned comment. And I'll see you next time.
Oh, okay, oh, geez, getting to the end of that, just holy crap, man. Again, just the whole thing with Skyblock, again, I'll explain. I'm probably never going to do it myself. Is it interesting? Yes, I do think it is interesting, but it's definitely a thing you do more so when you're trying to test your knowledge of Minecraft and your ability to go through it with, like, the absolute minimum of resources and just finding your way around by making things to manipulate the game's systems to your benefit. It's not something I would do. It's not something I really ever want to do. But I can definitely get it. I wouldn't do it. I don't know. No, you'll never catch me doing it. It's interesting to watch. Some people do really interesting things in Skyblock, but I'm not going to put myself through that pain ever. This was interesting, though. Oh god, that last bait out, though, with someone placing the bed in the end. That was good, Martin. That was really good. I'm thinking of what to do next for this kind of React to Andy stuff because of when I want to make lazy content. I think we're going to watch some Maxor, because I want to watch some of his Elden Ring stuff and comb through those videos finally and point out references or memes and other shit. Just make them long videos. Get that good engagement. I also need to keep working on my fucking custom robo video essay. God, I need to record so much for that. Anyway, till the next one, until the next stream.